So I just want to do a quick review of the Yardworks Dab Brass Edition fidget spinner. It's a tiny little circular fidget spinner that sells for $35. It's $10 more expensive than the all steel dab. That would be a steel body with a steel bearings. This is a brass body with ceramic bearings. I've been carrying this guy around a lot, and I have found myself gravitating towards it, so I wanted to give it a review. I did a spin time video. Spins for maybe about a minute, maybe a minute and a half if it's clean. This one's not very clean. It just doesn't have a lot of weight to it, so it doesn't spin for a huge amount of time. In fact, it only weighs 1.1 ounces. So I don't have a scale in front of me, but that's maybe 30 grams or so. It is, these are half-inch, so they're just a little bit over half-inch wide, half-inch long. A little bit more, a little bit over 1 inch wide, 1 inch long, a little bit more than half-inch thick. Has, like I said, it has the gold line ceramic bearings. You can see the color in there, and it uses these plastic, there's transparent plastic caps. So I like the caps, but they do tend to fall out. I did another video about how to keep your finger caps in. I'm gonna try replacing these caps in the near future, just because I like the spinner, but the caps are a little bit on the plasticky side for me. I like the sound of these ceramic bearings. It's got a cool sort of scrapey sound that I really like. I love the small size of this. And I know it's not for everyone, but if you're bringing your spinner out and about, maybe in the workplace or when you're commuting, I think something you can just throw in your pocket that's really small. You could flick it once or twice and put it back is really ideal. These can be, if you remove the caps, let me see, if you remove the caps, now it's even thinner and you could spin it really well. Obviously you have to be a little careful when you're holding it so you don't touch the sides, and your bearings are going to get quite dirty quite quickly. But on Yardworks' website they have these being worn as a necklace, so if you wanted to buy a chain you could do that. I'm not super into jewelry, but I guess it's an option. And then yeah, I think this is just a really cool thing to have around every day. It's small. It's not like pulling one of these things out of your pocket that's like huge and white and impossible to miss. This is no larger than a big coin. Let me see if I have a Sharpie around. It's a Sharpie for comparison, so you could see it's really discreet and small, doesn't make a whole lot of noise. Here's it next to a torque bar, which is quite small as fidget spinners go, and it's even smaller than the torque bar. Torque bar still skinnier. Torque bar really is a keychain, so I think it kind of has the Yardworks one up there, but given pricing and accessibility, you could buy these. They're readily available. They do tend to sell out, but they are, I'll call them readily available. The drops have seemed fairly regular. And $35 versus, I mean, this thing's at least $140 and probably upwards of that depending on availability. So if you're looking for a really small spinner, this is my favorite right now. I just think it's just too cool. I like the design, I like the aesthetics. It's got this sort of buzzsaw type design. And it comes in a couple of different other options. This is the brass, obviously. It comes in a steel with steel bearings, and then a steel with these ceramic bearings. and then also a raw edition, which is raw steel. And I have a few other Yardworks around. So here's a different model. I'll do some more reviews in the future, but you can get a look for that at that raw steel. It's pretty cool in an industrial, rugged sort of way. But anyway, if you're looking for a really small spinner, the Yardworks Dab is definitely my favorite one right now. So thanks for watching.